Hey, fat bud, what you doing? Cleaning himself. Little fat buddy here. Come here, bud. So cute. He's my buddy. He's my fat buddy. So cute. Oh, he's so sweet. Oh. Now watch, y'all. I'm gonna lay down here and he's gonna start licking me. This is so cute. He'll start doing it. Hey, buddy. Oh, that feels good, huh? Some good salty stuff up there, huh? Got some good salty stuff up there, huh, fat buddy? Ooh, he likes that. Ooh, you got some fish breath. You know that? You got some fish breath. He did it for a little while. I wasn't salty enough. I had a shower. When I haven't had a shower for several days, or I've been out working a lot and sweating a lot, he'll start licking. He'll start licking me, and he just won't quit. But I decided I hadn't made a video in a long time, and was up late and couldn't sleep, and I just had a tough day. I worked on this lawnmower and worked on this lawnmower all day, and I finally got to start, and I was so excited after I had a horrible day fighting with this thing. I kept losing my patience, which is, I used to have more patience with repairing technical stuff, and other guys can relate, and it may be just like low T or something, but it feels like I just feels like I've had like hormone issues and mental health issues, and just I don't like feeling irritable or sad or depressed or anything. So anyways, I was fighting with this mower, and nobody has a metric thing I had. That's what was the frustration, I think, was I just don't have the tools I need to do. I could fix anything. I could build anything, but I just don't have the tools. I don't have the money that I needed. And that's what's frustrating, is I feel like I just don't have the tools I need to even get by in life. Like, I was just thinking about, my brother bought me a soldering iron. It was like one of the last things that I asked my brother to buy me, was a soldering iron. And without that soldering iron, I would have been without coffee and a lot of other things. Like, I think I fixed my razor and several appliances that I've repaired myself with that soldering iron that I would have not been able to use. I got a new coffee pot now. A very dear friend of mine brought me a new coffee pot. And I think part of this video is just, I don't know, I just wanted to, you don't know how to explain to somebody how you feel about them. And this video is just, I guess, a way of saying thanks for bringing this person into my life. Wish we were more part of each other's life, but that's all up to I guess that's just all up to the big man upstairs, but certainly I would be interested in spending more time with that beautiful person. But I've been thinking about the mindfulness meditation thing, where you just got to be in the moment. You're not looking back at, oh wow, and or looking forward to the, expecting everything's going to turn out one way, and then maybe it doesn't. And that can really, you're just hurting yourself when you do that. So, that's why I don't try to, that's why I have decided that I've got to stop being that type of person that puts any kind of expectation. Like I mean, I guess I got used to being the boss. You know, when you run your own company for a while, you know, you kind of get used to people doing what you tell them to do because you're paying them. You know, and you can do that with guys. You can basically order guys around. If he knows he's going to get paid at the end of the week, he's like, hey, you know, you do it my way or the highway. You know, I can find somebody else. You don't want to work today. You just going home. We'll hire somebody else. But you can't treat people like that, you know, in real life. When you're not the boss anymore, you know, when you don't even really have a family anymore. You don't have a family, you don't have a home. Well, I mean, I got a place to stay, but home is where the heart is, and my heart feels really quite lost most of the time. So it's really kind of like a homeless feeling. But not anymore. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's the weird thing about mental illness is like, and people can't understand. They say, well, what is wrong with you? You seem fine. You know, you're high functioning this or you're high functioning that. But you can't put a label on these sort of problems. They're just emotional problems. It's all just chemicals. That's why I wanted to do this video. You know, I think a lot of times just low blood sugar will get me just into a rage. You know, and I've never my whole life did I ever have any kind of anger issues or problems with myself or anything. I mean, I remember maybe one time when I was a child, I got very frustrated with this guitar. I was trying to get to stand up and it just wouldn't stand up. It kept falling over because it had a round bottom, I guess. You know, I was trying to stand up somewhere where it didn't want to stand up. But that's what they call personification. You know, you're personifying these inanimate objects. And I mean, I guess I spent so much of time alone without any like adults in the room. You know, just myself, the crib, and Sesame Street. So the TV kind of became my friend, and the inanimate objects sort of became imbued with their own sort of spirit. And animals, of course, I learned to communicate with those at a very early age. I was talking to the dog, you know. But it was all a communication that only I could understand, you know, like the Beastmaster. It was all delusion, obviously. You know, a delusional child thinks he can speak to animals. But animals can speak. They can tell you what they want. And they have feelings, they have emotions, they have thoughts. They have expressions. And you learn to read those expressions. You can see, you can understand, and you can know what an animal is thinking. And I can talk to my cat now without even having to open my mouth. I can look at her and think a certain way, and she'll respond a certain way, and I can predict this. That's an interesting thing that I can already, like, I can respond to her with literally just facial cues and thoughts, all just thoughts in my head without speaking a word, and the cat will respond and behave in a certain way that I can predict. And you know, you can say, well, we trained your cat. No, there's no training a cat. That sucker's trying to train me every day. She constantly, both of them are always throwing me for a curve, you know. So these cats really rule my life. That's the only reason I get out of bed in the morning, I think, is to, I want my camera focused. That's weird. It doesn't want to focus on anything. Is the lens scratched? What the heck? dirt on the lens. There we go. Now we're focused. Buddy's sound asleep. Guess I'll go ahead and try to lay down and just take a nap. Been up all night. It's about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. Good night, everybody.